Well, Memorial Day celebrations may be behind us, but the 80th anniversary of D-Day is coming up on June 6th. And reporter Lauren Solik shares the story of a South Dakota veteran who was there on that fateful day through the letters he wrote home.
A soldier's letters sent home from the war front.
By the grace of God, I'm able to write this letter to you. Without his help in the last few days, I never would have been possible. I believe I said more prayers on the 6th of June than I have my whole life.
Those are words written by Sergeant John Daly, now read by his son Mike Daly 80 years later.
He went through the whole European and Mediterranean theater during World War II. He started in North Africa, traveled with Patton all the way across. Then he was a part of the invasion of Sicily into Italy. Then from there he went to England and prepared for D-Day, and then left on June 5th and landed on June 6th on the beach, and kind of the rest of this is the history of it.
A history that Mike Daly keeps preserved in his basement with pictures of the views his dad saw and items he carried with him.
He was in the 20th Combat Engineers, which is a group that is assigned, and main job is building bridges, clearing minefields, blowing up enemy areas of defense so that the infantry could then move forward.
Mike Daly says 50 to 60% of his dad's unit was killed on D-Day. These are Sergeant Daly's thoughts from that day.
I came through the big day without a scratch, although there were many, many times when I thought my time was up. It's the closest I've been to being an ex-soldier. Hitler used to have certain names on the bullets as to who they were for, but now he just writes, "To whom it may concern." I hope I never have to go through another day like this as long as I live.
John Daly left the war and returned home in August of 1945. He got married and started a family, but in 1951 he contracted polio and died.
That's a tough part. That's the irony. I think of his story. You would obviously have wished that things turned out better that way, but he defended our country. When you have had a family member go through doing what he did to allow the rest of us to have the liberties we do, that's pretty special. And it's a reminder to us that a whole bunch of people sacrificed a whole lot for the United States to be what it is.